All right, well, I just saw Protector, which stars Mila Jovovich and Matthew Modine, who was in Stranger Things. He played Papa on Stranger Things and did a very good job of that. And he's great in this movie. His role is not that big, but he does what he can. Mila Jovovich, I mean, she's good in a lot of things. Like, I don't really like her Resident Evil movies other than the very first one. But I like a lot of her other stuff. Some of her action stuff's quite good. And I would think this is, like, one of her better roles thus far. Like, she can really do the action. Like, I'm sure it was a stunt double some of the time, but some of the time you could tell it was her doing all the crazy stuff in this movie. Yeah, this movie is nothing special. It's not really a ripoff of Taken, but kind of. It's a similar story. But in Taken, it takes place in France, whereas this takes place in the United States. And it really makes sense why this woman is so good at killing. Like, yeah, at the beginning of this movie, I'm like, oh, I like the way it's, introducing the character and stuff. Like, it was doing something a little different. And then when the person gets kidnapped, it's, like, pretty sad. And it's like, well, I mean, this is why, like, kids need to pay more attention to who they're talking to and stuff. Because this stuff's real. Human trafficking, sex trafficking, very real. It's happening everywhere, not just in the UK or in Mexico or whatever, but it's happening everywhere. Canada, United States. But so I'm very happy that there's a movie that's talking about that subject, because there's a lot of Hollywood films that won't even dive into this. Jason Statham had one last year called A Working Man. That one was quite good. Sound of Freedom's a pretty powerful one. I don't agree with everything in that movie, but it tells the truth for the most part. And this one too, like, I mean, this one's not a true story. It's a fictionalized Taken-esque thing. But the acting's good. I mean, the girl that plays her, Mila Jovovich's daughter, there's a scene at the beginning where she's really overselling it and feels like she's kind of reading a script and doing an audition. Other than that, she's great in it for what she needs to do. The villains are typical. It's not one you need to see in a theater, but I would rent it or watch it on Netflix or Prime whenever it comes out. But yeah, it's like a 3.5 out of 5 for me.